the sun came up this morning, and she smiled her smile for me.
Guess what? We win. The heart does. Yeah, always, man. In all situations. In every game that's ever been played in this here lifetime and many before it, baby. It's all one thing. The movement of love. Love in motion. Yes, indeed, man. We're never out on a limb. We're always love in motion. Figure that one out. Oh, love in motion, boys. And it's got to be on the end, huh? Man, that's good coffee this morning. I tell you guys, it never tasted better. And here we go, the little wake and bake, you know, my official position as the Pope of Pot, the Mary Jane's right-hand man. I hereby do declare that everybody's set free when you got MJ, don't you see? Yes, indeed. No matter what form in which you partake, you know, she's a blessing. And, wow, I made some of the best little brownies the other day. Ooh, wow, they were good. Took me to some new places. I'm telling you, MJ will help you find the way each and every day, man. You know, I mean, you don't have to do it all the time, but just, you know, whatever your heart moves you and leads you to be. And MJ will help set you free, man, provided you can do it legally wherever you are. Congratulations once again to Alaska and Oregon. And where else? I think Washington, D.C. legalized pot. Boy, if that ain't cosmic poetry. I think the whole city just went underwater for sure now, man. All of the U.S. is laughing their ass off now, man. Holy shit. We got legal marijuana in Washington, D.C., the heart of the nation, man. You know, FBI agents be smoking it now, man. Openly, I mean, you know, shit. When they're hanging out with all their gay friends down there, them gay bars, you know, whatever that section of town's called, I forget now. Oh well, hey guys, you're all entitled to be what you gotta be. We love you for it, man, but just take off the weapons, throw away the badge, and let's get real with one another, shall we, man? We all know the score. And it sure as hell ain't the score you've been playing, buddy, and you couldn't even it if you tried, and you know it. And babies, just take this ride. Open up. Let your heart set you free. You don't have to be like that anymore, you know, arrogant dickhead that thinks you're over everyone else. I mean, do you really want to play that role? Doesn't fit too good, does it? No, it's like odd-fitting pair of socks, just uncomfortable as all get out. They're itchy, too, man, you know? Doesn't fit. Time to move on. Get up in the mountain, sing a song, you know, set yourself free. Be something you ought to be, not something that you should have been. Screw that, you know. Whoever designed that life for you, man, got it wrong, didn't they? Well, we're right to a point. I mean, you good people in bad places. I mean, we need light shining everywhere, don't we? But you can come out of it now. You don't got to be that anymore. You know, you tried real hard, but you're just not a bad boy at heart. It doesn't fit you, man. You can't do it. Because you know something. You know there's a power beyond all that drama that you're playing. That if you really want a confession out of somebody, you don't gotta go and beat them. You don't gotta imprison them or nothing. You just walk up to them in a good attitude, and they'll spill the beans right there and then, you know, because they won't even have to say it. It'll be right on display, like a video movie, man. You know, I mean, people that live in the heart have that kind of effect on others. Truth can't be hidden. It's just real as all get out, you know. And folks can't hold back. That's just the way it is, you know. That's when you live in a heart space. Now, is that a policeman's wet dream or what? No, it's not. It's a nightmare. Because you wouldn't have any fun anymore. Beating people up and feeling arrogant and all self-righteous and, you know, taking home your extra paycheck. Yeah. We know how it works, babies. We're not stupid out here. We watch you do it all the time. And by the way, you better quit molesting our women. I'm talking to those military dudes too. You're ones that work in secret. All of you guys, man. You know, those days are over with. So just don't even try, man. You know, the divine order is protecting people in ways we never have before. Because the love is indeed the preeminent rule here now, you see. So we don't make threats or anything. We just say don't, because you'll regret it if you do. And you'll feel the energy of it. It's disempowering. You know, those kind of energies and urges can't be carried out any longer. They're impotent in this reality. They have no force and effect anymore. You see, they've lost their temperament. Whatever it was that appealed to you, that caused you to employ such negative and dark tactics on one another, no longer is in existence. That feeling, that emotional charge, whatever it was you were getting out of it, it ain't there no more. It ain't. You ain't got no heart in it. You know what's real. You know how. Shoot, you're the one that should be confessing. Because you know what's really going on. You know the score. You know it's an obscenity that you lock up people and call them criminals, while the real criminals run free, and actually rule the dynasty that you happen to serve, by the way. Well, there's a gentlemanliness in that. Yeah, it's the old order, Why not? You did what you had to do to survive. Well, now get over it and get on with it. You see, to all you guys out there in these police departments of whatever sort they are, and the military arms and branches thereof, the various governments, all the secret shit and all that, babies, take a look at who you be. It's time that you set yourself free, don't you see? Yeah, and you're players here, man. Your activities matter. And we want you to come from a good space, not a rotten one. You've let the core of this sleaziness that you deal with infect you tremendously, and you become more sleazy than the sleaziest of them. That's the only way you could do it, was by out sleazing the sleazy. That's why DC so sucks. Those attitudes are everywhere. It's a sleazy place, filled with sleazy people. Slime balls that don't seem to have a care about anyone or anything but gimme, gimme, gimme. Real superficial. It's worse than Hollywood ever dreamed of being. They laugh at Hollywood for being superficial. Well, jumping Jehovah, look at DC. How much more superficial can you be than good old Washington, D.C.? Hell, half the people there are clones, man. Shit. Now, I'm making fun of you in a positive sort of way, so you guys can take a look at yourself. Start laughing. Stop taking yourself so damn seriously and set yourself free. You're the kahunas by which the whole fucking machine operates. It's time to step out of that, don't you see? I mean, when you're gone, so's the machine. It's your heart that's keeping that thing alive. You're feeding the beast, man. Do you really want to do that? Or do you just want to see that old thing topple over just like all the great empires should? Become the dinosaur bones that it deserves to be, and let's get on with a more natural form of history, where we can treat one another with dignity, respect, honor, graciousness, things that we haven't known for a long frickin' time. And when they were there, they weren't very genuine for the most part. Thank goodness for the ones that are real, for the moments where it does happen, because that keeps us alive and going. But you see, guys, so I'm not really making fun of you. I'm not really calling you to task. You've done what you thought your heart told you to do. But babies, it's a different heart talking to you now. Totally different. It's the grandpa, it's the grandfather energy. Yes, indeed. I come from the male side of things, man. Yet I'm filled with the divine feminine, as full as any man's ever been, man, I tell you. I know how to live between the worlds and be in both of them and have them joined inside of yourself. I know how that feels. There's personal resolution in all moments. All of the fractured reality falls apart, dissolves away when you gather these energies at the center of your person. I'm living testament to what I talk about. I live it as I describe it to you. We go through it together, babies. It's a unified effort of the human heart. I'm just a catalytic energy, sometimes called an oracle, which means I can receive of your energies and convey them back to you in understandable ways. Highly amplified, however, by the energy of the human heart that resides in me and all of you and all that you see. The universal heart that's in everything. Yeah. So anyway, we're all augmented by that, you see. And that's what we do here on the Coyote Medicine Show, day in and day out. Just lift up our skirts and dance, man. We party down here. because we're happy about life, when we're revealing more and more segments of it to ourselves as the days go on and the mornings roll on. Each and every day a different aspect of our humanity is examined from some other way, and we start to catch on to the reality of the hippie life that lives inside of us. The happy, intelligent people pursuing infinite enlightenment. And hippie, given under that acronymic term, makes every human being a hippie. That's our living truth. That's the Coyote medicine. That's the Coyote way. See, and the hippies just came back in the 60s to remind us of what we already are. And they were but a shadow of what hippie really is, but a darn good one. For their time, excellent. The enlightened ones have now arisen the same way. Excellent. But this is all of us now. No one gets left out. Allow to be what's in your reality, and you've helped others graduate in the same way. See, as we talk to these beings in different areas and different aspects of life, we're sharing the energies of this awakening with them. So, man, they can catch on. Things change. It may seem to happen gradually, but baby, this happens so doggone fast. Look at the world around you. Look at some of the things I was talking to old Kevin about this morning. What's going on in some of the cities here? Some of the toughest cities, I might add, and some of the toughest areas. Brave pioneers are stepping forward to help bring forward this transformation even in such places as this, through such humble efforts as neighborhood gardens, which are now not only legal, but encouraged by the city and then economically supported. You can get a vacant lot for $1 a year or something. Grow gardens on it, man. Shoot. Beautiful things are happening. Lots of good gatherings are going on already in humanity, Some of these conferences going on around the old world. Pretty cool, man. I mean, a lot of it's the same old stuff a different way. But there is some bright stars shining, babies. And it's worthy of a little time and effort. If you need a little break and you need a little enlightenment, it's worthy of a little time and effort to attend such things, Personally, I hardly ever get there. I'm just not the type. But once in a while, There's one coming up around 11/11. Oh, gosh, that's only a few days from now. I doubt that I'd ever make that one. I thought about it anyway, and in my thinking, I sure gave it its just due. But it's way over the mountain from me. I ain't doing it this week. No way. Can't. Have to keep on with the good old rock and roll medicine show here, no matter what else is going on in the world, and that kind of restricts my ability to journey at the moment. But babies, we're going to come unstuck in time here pretty doggone soon. You just watch, It's going to be more than a miracle, babies. We're all living it already, and we're seeing it unwind in our very own lives. We're seeing the miracle of being alive, learning to nurture and appreciate that what we are. Free Day Friday, babies, here on the Coyote Medicine Show, only on the Hazy Radio Network. We're setting ourselves free to be that which we see inside, don't you know? It's the same old show, day in, day out. Oh, babies, but don't it make you jump and shout? Don't it make you twist and shout? Don't it make you just jump about? I mean, happy and carefree as I ever could be, man. Unraveling the coyote mystery in life. Boy, you don't get much better than that, because since when has coyote medicine ever been explained to you in such ways as this? Not since the beginning of time, I don't think, when they educated us into it, how to be a coyote in a coyote way. Oh, what, man, that's a long time ago. Now we're being re-educated into the light side of life, which indeed is the coyote humor in life. The absurdity, the sardonetry, the beautiful symmetric poetry of the dance of life. As all of us characters convene in this grand journey we call living, man, as a planet, as a planetary society, etc. You know what I mean? Not realizing, dumb as toast, not realizing that we're all in this together for the longest of times. And therefore stepping on each other's toes pretty hard, and all of the revulsions and revolutions come back on us to bite us because, we've been fomenting off in the wrong directions forever and ever, even while trying to find a little bit of light, scratch a little light out of it somewhere. It's been a wild and exotic journey, man, I tell you what, filled with high adventure, even in the quietest of lives. Sheer hell, torment, torture like you wouldn't believe, man. Yeah, you would believe, because you live it too, man. God, sometimes in the quietest of places you find the ugliest of faces. And sometimes the other way around, too. You just never know, do you? It's been a crazy ride, that's my point. And the point is now, we're bringing sanity to a very seemingly insane place. We're starting to hear the melody, the harmony playing in the center of all the chaos. We're starting to see the organized symmetry of it, to understand it, feel it, live it in a way we never have before. And this is called a rise in conscious experience. It's coming to know that which was invisible and hidden from us before. Truth, in other words. We haven't had a whole lot of it here. We sure had a lot of fun with whatever we had, but there wasn't too much truth in it. Thank goodness it's happening now, guys. Thank goodness we're coming back together in such a beautiful way. Thank goodness we found it in our heart to be this way. To allow the coyote medicine to joke us on through and lighten us up at the beginning and the end of it too. You see, babies? It's coyote medicine through and through. Again and again. Coyote medicine in the morning. It's sweet, man. Take your medicine. It's good for you. Yes, indeed. And tell your friends and spread the word. Let's turn the coyote tribe into the grandest of herds, man. The herd that knows the cosmic intelligence of its very own soul and the intimate details of its very own heart. And knows it right down to the nth of the smallest atom and proton, neutron, stuff like that, Knows the heart like it's created from it. And guess what? We are divine vessels of love. We carry the heart because we're human. Human is the harbor of the heart, the universal heart, the source of creation and the love that moves it into creation. Boy, you hear me going around that one a little bit, don't you? Yes, indeed. Like we're standing under the same tree and the same apple keeps falling on our head. And we're starting to understand what maybe that means, But we're seeing beyond like the force of gravity that pulls the apple out of the tree. We're seeing the mischievous squirrel that wiggled the branch that made gravity take hold. Or the little bird that bounced it just on the branch at just the right moment, not meaning any harm, but there goes the apple, you see. There's always a little more to the unraveling of the divine mystery than what you see. Oh, and by the way, that little bird, well, of course it was an angel in disguise. Yeah. Well, not very well disguised. A colorful little bird, man. Angels love coming as bird beads. Every now and then you have an experience with birds in your life. The feathered ones, the feathered tribe. Every now and then you have a real divine connection with one or more. Maybe a whole herd of them. I like that herd word. A whole bunch of symmetry comes into your life as a result. I mean, the feathered beings are the watchers, and the waiters too, man. They wait on us hand and foot when we're not looking. I noticed networks of energetic communication between the birds from one side of this turtle island to the other as I'd travel it in just a few days' time. I swear I'd wake up to the same sparrow singing to me in my windowsill down in L.A. as I would out there on the northeastern part of the country, It was just incredible, man. Sparrows everywhere, but they had a network. They knew, they kept track of you. They're the watchers. Most of them are angelic presences, same as we humans are. It's family, keeping track of family. And in their own quiet way, communicating to the universal heart as to what might just be needed here in this moment in time, because the watchers are very wise too, you see. But most of all, they're happy. That's why you hear them singing their songs. They're happy. They're content. They like being vessels of love. Don't you? Don't you feel like fluttering your wings a little bit and fluffing up and singing a good little morning song now, like, the living years, with Mike and the Mechanics? Why not, man, in the living. Well, we may not be able to sing like birds, but we sure can do some moving and poetic pieces. And this is one of them, babies. I divinely love this song. That's why it gets in here right towards the tail end of the program, because it's precious, man. It's a special place here, It's one of those songs that, well, in my life was a moving moment. How about in yours, man? Hey, you're trucking along with Grandpa here today on this Free Day Friday here on the Coyote Medicine Show, where on the Hazy Radio Network, the rock
inside my heart, living inside.